Welcome back to another Top 100 video with the Jakes. I'm Bryan.
I'm Karla.
And this is our Top 20. First half of our Top 20 games. 11 through 20, 20 through 11, whatever you want to call it. My number 20, because I'm going to go first. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Ticket to Ride Legacy. Like we mentioned earlier in the list, goes off the rails like crazy at the end. However, it's my favorite Legacy game I've ever played. And you can play it as a full game afterwards if you want to, but we did not. We were like, we're done with this experience.
We still have it.
We still have it, but it was lovely, and we're like, no more. No more.
It was fun. It was a great
it's great. I would play it again. I'd play through the whole thing again. It was great. I lost
another one.
a lot. Yeah, that's my number 20, Ticket to Ride Legacy.
My number 20 is Let's Go to Japan.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to go to Japan.
It's true. It's closest we've ever gotten to like Epcot.
Mm-hmm. That little store in Epcot, great.
Love it.
Like my kids want to walk around the World Showcase just to go there.
It's like a Totoro fan's $45.
And he means like a fan.
Yeah, like not like
an electric one. But
oh, I thought you meant like a fan club fan.
it's like this kind.
Yeah, that's right. This is a manual fan. Oh.
Paper fan.
This game is great though.
All right. Anyway, it's a great game.
Yeah, it is a great game. You plan your trip and then
you are planning. You get to be a travel agent for your trip to Japan, and it changes depending on how you lay out the
symbols
board or the symbols that you put on the board, and then you just travel and you plan each day, and you get to take trains between each place. There's 2 different cities you go to, and it's just a good time. The scoring's a little complex at the end, but it's fun. Yeah,
because you run through each of your days and score. I can see why it's -2 points for traveling between the 2 different cities multiple times a day. That would get old. But that's a good choice. My number 19 is Railroad Revolution. This is a worker placement railroad game that is my highest railroad game. It may be my second highest worker placement game, I believe. I absolutely adore this game. You can use different colored meeples to go out and take bonuses. Such a unique thing. And I don't believe in the broken strategy theory on BGG.
I was not aware there was one.
Yeah, there's people that say, oh, if you do the Western Union track, you'll win every time. False. I've won both ways. Won with Western Union, and I've won by doing the train stuff. You can win both ways. My number 19.
I would say there's probably a combo option that you're not mentioning.
Absolutely, there's a combo option. There's like a $5 bag at McDonald's. Add Big Mac sauce, thank you, Nate Bergazzi, and you got a good deal. Well, I don't know if it's a good deal. It's probably not healthy for you all the time.
No, it's gross. Number 19 is Everdell.
Aha.
I like animals, and I like trees, and I like nature when it's pretend.
That's it. Yeah, I don't like real nature. Oh, gosh. So I don't like sweat. That's what our oldest daughter said when playing soccer. She said, I don't like to sweat. I was like, honey, that's part of the game. But, yeah.
Everdell's cute. It's got cute resources. I think you mentioned this earlier. You play little critters, and they're wearing clothes, and wild animals in clothes? There's nothing cuter.
Our Canadian friends have played this like hundreds of times in a year. So he really loves this game. But yeah, it's so good. It's just so good. And the resources are great. I just want to chew on the little rubber berries for some reason. It's probably dangerous, but don't do that, kids. Don't do that. My number 18 is a game that is this is actually my second highest worker placement game on the list. I forgot that this was coming up next.
Did you just say that?
Yeah. This is Anachrony. It is a futuristic game in which you're borrowing stuff.
Choice.
I didn't look. You're borrowing stuff from the future and you're sending it to yourself in the past. And fun fact, it's just a loan, but not
like the survival show.
Got that moose. No, not like that. It is a
like an
loan.
LOAN.
Yeah, LOAN, a loan mechanic. A loan mechanic. A loan mechanic, but for some reason your brain doesn't think that way. It goes, yeah, I'm going to send it back in time. It's got great mechs and all that. It's just an awesome looking game.
It's a good game. All right, my number 18 is Life of the Amazonia. It's adorable and it's cute, and I don't see it in here. What have you done with it?
It's right down there, but it has unnecessary. I think it's actually behind there. Life of the Amazonia. It's in here. I just saw it earlier. Oh no, it's got an unnecessary waterfall.
The waterfall is very necessary for your eyes' appeal.
That's true. You eat with your eyes first.
The aesthetic is much better because of the 3-dimensional waterfall that you built.
Oh, would you say the aesthetic is much better?
I would say that having a bag builder is a good aesthetic.
I do love a bag builder. You know, it's funny. I don't think I put any bag builders on my list, and I love these types of games.
I put lots of bag builders, but I don't think I put a single deck builder.
Not a deck builder. Not unless it's like Undaunted or Great Western Trail. So, good choice. My number 17 is a game that got wildfire heat a few years ago, and I still love this game. And
What
when
was
we
wrong with it?
no good heat, you get like babyface heat.
Because you told me that heat seeking is bad.
So okay, babyface heat is good.
Like
Heel
wrestling.
heat is bad.
This is
Yeah,
wrestling.
this got like Dusty Rhodes coming out there, putting that elbow on him. This is Arc Nova. Great game, building a zoo. One of my favorite action selections of all time. But you have a set of cards, you pick up one from here, move it down to this end, slide them all down, and the further they are to the right, the better the actions get. I love when games do that. I think that Disney animated did that as well, but it did not make our list, even though it's pretty.
It's cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
Okay, my number 17 is Concordia.
Oh.
It's a wonderful game in which you have a hand of cards that you are using to play actions while you try to control areas so other people can't have them. You're traveling around Concordia, and whenever you are done playing your actions, you can play a card to pick up your cards and have your actions back.
I love this game. It didn't make my list, but it's great. It's sitting right over there on top of Foundations of Rome.
So we got 2 in that shelf.
So, good looking out, Emerson. I knew you were a salted earth kind of guy. All right, my number 16 is a game that I guarantee is going to be on somebody else's list. Earth. Love this game. Oh my gosh, simultaneous follow-along actions. I did a video comparing Earth and Carnegie and got a call from Tom like, what are you doing? I'm like, but hey, they're follow-along actions. Look out for a video coming up with Twilight
it was a
Imperium.
stretch, but yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do Twilight Imperium, Puerto Rico, Earth, and Carnegie against each other. But no, this is a fantastic game. It's got many, many, many ways to score.
It would be, how are these games alike? Oh, they're not.
They're alike in their differences.
That was the most Michael Scott.
I just like the fact that what Arc Nova is to animals, Earth basically is to plants, because it's gorgeous. It's a great game. You know, that Forest Shuffle would have probably made our list, speaking of that.
Have, but I've only played it once or twice.
Mm-hmm. So that's my number 16, Earth.
All right, my number 16 is Grand Austria Hotel. I don't need the expansion, it's fine and good and all that, but I just like the basic Grand Austria Hotel where you have your little doors that you are trying to put your guests in those rooms by giving them the ingredients they need, and then you get powers, and it's great.
Yeah, what is up with that, though? They're like, I'm not going to bed till I have my coffee and strudel.
Well, how good is your hotel if you're not giving your guests what they want?
It's true. Strudel's where it's at, you know. So, good choice. I never win this game, ever. That's why
it's so fun.
That's why it's better on her list than mine. So, it's a good game though. My number 15 is a game that is going to show up on somebody else's. It already has shown up on somebody else's list. This is the reimplementation, I believe, Fantasy Realms Marvel Remix. We have played this in the multiple double digits of times playing this. Everybody can play this. It's very easy to teach. You say, here, you draw a card and you discard a card. And then that's the game. You have the best hand of 7 at the end.
Including a villain.
Including a villain. Got to have that villain or you lose, like any good comic story. Essentially, that's what you're doing. You're really building a comic story. And I just love it. It's so
and I'm
good.
just building my superhero team to beat your superhero team or whoever I'm playing with.
It's like the Power Glove.
It's so bad.
That's my number 15. Marvel Remix.
All right, speaking of Marvel, my number 15 involves comics and comic hunters. We first got this game before it came to the U.S., so we ordered it from Brazil, so our instructions are not in English. So we got the Portuguese rules translated.
Paid a lot more for no English rules.
But it's great, and we've played it for years. We love it. It's our go-to game at a con. I can sit down and play it with anyone. Everyone I've played it with has enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it is a great game.
I love building my comic book collection that has the actual art.
That's the thing I like about it. It's so good a game that it's my number 14, actually. Yeah, we were literally on the cruise, played it the first time, and I got on eBay from the Wi-Fi on the cruise and ordered it and got it shipped to the house. That's how good it is. My gosh. This is a great game. Arcane Wonders has it now, and I hope they do a whole lot with it because, like Karla said, the art is what sells it. If it was just blank generic superheroes, I don't know that I would enjoy it as much, but because it's actual comic issues.
I think we've said this a lot, that once you slap that Marvel theme on something,
it's gold. That's it. And I love the mechanics of the drafting. There's 3 or 4 different types of drafts, and that's just so much fun. So my number 14 is Comic Hunters.
My number 14 is Pirates of the Caribbean. No, JK. It is Maracaibo. I love swashbuckling across the 7 seas.
That's true.
What is swashbuckling?
I think it's a belt. That's probably not true. Somebody look us up. What is a swashbuckle?
Is it a swashbuckle or is it a verb?
Swashbuckling adventure. Is that a gerund?
Alexa, What is swashbuckle? Did you unplug Alexa?
Alexa, what is swashbuckle? Boo. Technology.
Swashbuckle refers to the act of working, behaving, or performing in a swashbuckling manner. This means engaging in adventurous or daring actions, often with a cocky and flamboyant attitude. The word is often associated with pirates and is used to describe someone who is bold and courageous, perhaps a bit overconfident. It can also...
Alexa, stop. That's enough. I think I would be swashbuckly then. It says cocky and arrogant sometimes. I love it. The first definition, though, was swashbuckle means someone who acts in a swashbuckling manner. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Maracaibo is great,
and
though.
I like going around the board. I like the stories. I like adding different actions to the board. And I like improving the board as you go along.
And those cards are, the narrative-driven stuff is really great.
Fun.
So good. I like this. I'm telling you, I like this the same as Great Western Trail. It just depends on what mood I'm in for setup, really, is the main
I know
difference.
which one I like better, but I'm not going to tell you
Oh, really?
yet.
Well, mine is number... Well, then it should... Well, maybe not. It may not be on the list.
It
That's
might not
right.
even be on the list.
True.
That was almost a spoiler.
No, that's a good hint. That's actually tricky. That's some swerve. My number 13 has already been said by Karla. It is Mansions of Madness, the Euro game. That's right, my father's work. Metal Gears. Snake. This is Snake.
Not like Jake the Snake.
Snake, this is Roy Campbell. Hello, brother. I'm sorry, I'm just doing all the voices now.
From
Metal Gear
Wrestling?
Solid. This is Snake.
Oh, we just played the Kurt Russell game.
What game are we talking about that I'm doing this for?
We just played Escape from New York.
We did. This is my father's
His name
work.
was also Snake.
How did I get here from my father's work?
I ask myself this every day.
Metal Gears. There's Metal Gears in the game as a resource. There's glass bottles.
Welcome to my life.
It's great. Glass bottles, and the organizer for this game is fantastic. The app is great, and you make choices that really will affect you later on. It's like, hey, do you want to kill this person or let them live? You're like, they're a drag on society.
Am I going to be a villain because it's not real, or am I just going to stay being the same wonderful person? No, JK.
So good. Such a good
Just
game.
kidding.
My father's work, my number 13.
All right, my number 13 was just mentioned today.
Has that correct? Is
Yes.
that correct?
So let me climb into my exosuit and say it is anachronism.
That was sounding
I
more
like
musical.
time travel. I like, what do you call it, futuristic
Yeah,
space
it's kind of
games.
future. It's like I've always said, it's the Jodorowsky style. So if you've never seen Jodorowsky's Dune concepts or his alien stuff, that's what this game looks like. It's beautiful.
It looks good and it's fun, and I won't beat a dead horse because we just talked about it. But
And that'd be
it's a great
cool.
game. I probably wouldn't do that anyway.
No, he's already dead.
I really don't know what that means. Like, what is the point?
Yeah, what good are you getting?
We're not-
Number 12 for me is Mosaic, sitting right over there. I've been salty about it
Not
already.
on the shelf,
That's true, not on the shelf because
but adjacent to the shelf.
just this much room shaved off. No, Mosaic's great. I absolutely love this game. It's my favorite of the Civilization style games. It's super easy to
That's
play.
ironic because I can see a few above there.
That's true. Next video, come back and see how I was wrong. I love this game though, and you can adjust the speed of this game to play faster or slower depending on where you put the cards in it. The technology is great. I just love this game. Mosaic from Glenn Drover at Forbidden Games. My number.
I love their games. Their games are great.
That's true. We really do like them
I
all.
think I've liked every game they've done.
Uh-oh, this next one's about to get real.
Why are you spoiling my list?
I didn't say anything.
How you know what it says?
I can't read.
Illiterate.
Which is not helpful for this game she's about to talk about.
Okay. My number 12 is Tales of the Arthurian Knights.
Arthurian Nights, like Arthurian
Or a
days.
kid in King Arthur's court.
Great.
Where I was going with
You
that.
hit him with that CD.
But anyway, you're gonna play a game using a giant book. Whenever this game came, it's from WizKids. I thought it was
Made of
very,
bricks.
very heavy. But then I open it. It's a very nice, normal sized board. But then it's got a book this thick with it. But it's so fun. You land on spaces and you get to choose what to do. It's like a choose your own adventure story, the game.
Mm-hmm. Just to give you a little backstory, we're shooting this in the middle of October. We just got this game a couple weeks ago, and
It's
it's
already up
this
there.
high on her list. Just saying. Maybe it's on mine, maybe it's not.
Played it a whole bunch.
So good. It's so good.
I would play it right now.
That's true.
It's fun.
My number 11 is one that was on Karla's list already, but I put it higher on my list. Yeah, I think higher is the right word there. Expeditions. This is Scythe 2 Electric Boogaloo. You are essentially having the mechs from Scythe in bigger form and you're moving differently. It's almost like if you played Zelda, like The Legend of Zelda, and then you played Legend of Zelda 2. I don't care if you like those or not.
I haven't played those.
My point is 2 looks a lot different than 1, but there's still the same flavor there. That's like this. It looks and plays a good bit different than Scythe. However, there's a lot of things that are still in common. I love this game. It's so good.
Kind of like the new Mario Party versus Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Same flavor, different style of game. Just that's a good analogy.
Thank you.
I love Expeditions. She said enough about it. I said enough about it. Man, go get Expeditions if you like games.
All right, my number 11 was also on your list today. It is Earth.
Do tell.
I love Earth because basically nobody can mess up what I'm trying to do.
That's true.
And I love games like that, and I know that's a complaint for some people, but I really enjoy being able to build my own engine without you messing it up because I do a good enough job of messing it up myself.
I like multiplayer solitaire.
You lay out cards and what is...
The grid and all that.
5x4.
That's 5x... I think 16 cards, I think, ends it as 4x4.
Yeah, 4x4. And you have little powers that fire based on where they are in your grid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good game. It's fun.
Great. And the little trees get the little caps on top, and it looks cute. Can't beat that.
You can beat that because that was only number 11 and we still have 10 to go.
Oh, snap we do. Top 10 list of 100 games of all time for Bryan and Karla. I don't know why I said it like that.
From Karla and Bryan.
From Karla and Bryan. Coming at you like a whirlwind on the next video. Buckle up, get ready, because our top 10s, she's never done one before. I did one years ago, and this is way different because a lot of these games have come out in the last years since I've done it.
So let's have a swashbuckling time.
That's right. Go out and be cocky and arrogant like a pirate.
Arr.
Arr.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Basil.